It's good to be back. Maybe. I mean, I am I am very I'm doing better. I'm still very out of it, not fully back to my normal self, but the reason I haven't been streaming for a while is, well, okay, I can pretty much explain very succinctly. Um, I take a lot of medications for general neuroticness, basically. One of them is Lyrica for fibromyalgia and basically overall pain reduction from my condition. Um, 6 tellurium, that's hilarious. That's the tomato? Yep, that is the tomato. Um, so, also sorry for the dog. My mother has basically said, you know what? Fuck it, I'll deal with the dog. So, my mother is on Lacey duty tonight. And also hello, Garrick.
No.
Also, if I seem more exasperated than usual, I just had a 40-minute discussion with my mother about, well, not maybe 40 minutes. It was probably like 20 or 30 minutes. She was trying to talk about a specific scotch that she saw on the television. And she was very adamant about telling me it was not scotch at first. And I was like, Mother, if it is made in Scotland, it is scotch. That is how, like, regions work, like, you know, physically. So we had a very long discussion about this place, which I questioned her on, and she was saying they don't have technology, and I was like, well, do they not have, like, indoor plumbing? And then she was like, well, I don't know. They have one road and a lot of distilleries, and I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. That said, apparently their scotch is, like, supposedly some kind of very fancy thing, and kind of heavy on the import price because it is produced on a small little island off the coast of Scotland. That is still part of Scotland, by the way, because this was another very long discussion I had with my mother. Now, I don't mean to throw my mother under the bus. I love my mother a lot, and we have these silly conversations all the dang time. But I will say, personally, not that big on scotch. I do like whiskey, although I will say I am probably one of those very strange whiskey drinkers that likes Crown Royal the best. And I know, Garrick, this is talk about alcohol. You don't drink, you're not a fan, and that's cool. But my mother was talking about a Christmas gift she got for her friend, who is a big fan of Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey, and she was talking to him about this scotch that she saw on TV. Now, what was I gonna? Oh, right. I need the pieces of the Akjagara. I'm gonna focus on the Akjagara first, because I have Mesa. Akjagara. I have a link. I need 2 receivers and 2 barrels. So we need to go to this place and let's see. Unselect all parts. Right. Okay. We need Akjagara barrel receiver. So tell me, magic website. You are saying I need mezzo and ax. Oh, fuck. Ooh, it's an axie. That hurts. So, first things first, I'm gonna check the bounties because it should still Lith C4, Neo Z2. Okay, Ostron bounties, do any of them have Axie S4? Yeah, that's not gonna be. Yeah, if that's S4. I guess they don't have the relics on the rotation for the bounties, which I guess makes sense. So what that means is, well, first of all, I'm going to have to run a lot of Axie L3s, which is going to be real fun in my opinion, because, you know, Axie relics are always kind of a piss. Also, Garrick, are you going to be joining me for this, or you good?
I'm not gonna join.
Okay, that's fine.
Too invested in Subnautica right
Dude,
now.
it's fine. I don't mind. I often am just, burning out my fuse out here alone, but not actually, like, alone in the call. Well, sometimes I am. Ooh, I have 5. Okay. Come on, RNGesus. Luck be a lady tonight. Actually, speaking of ladies in luck, I know this is a very strange segue. I have been playing a lot of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I was trying to think of the title of it. It is really fun, and I am very bad. And the more I play of it, the more I'm like, I want to either shell out the money for the Pro Controller or look up how much the dongle is from the Wii U that apparently lets you use your GameCube controllers. Although then again, I'd have to clean my old GameCube controller. Eee. I could probably pull it off. That said, I do not envy the GameCube controller that's been sitting on my floor for like 10 years. It's probably like, you know, got polio or something. Let's see. Defense and exterminate. You know what? I'm gonna go exterminate. Yep.
Fuck off, bone shark, sir.
Bone sharks ready? I don't know why I keep making that reference. Like, Spider-Man 1 is not even relevant anymore, but I really like that movie because of how absurd it was. It might have also been Macho Man Randy Savage, but I can't remember. It was very similar to him, so it might have been Macho Man Randy Savage.
Son of a bitch.
I know, I missed Macho Man Randy Savage too. He was a good man. Snap into a Slim Jim!
No, apparently a bone shark snuck up on me.
Oh.
Sneaky bastard.
Clever girl? No? Jurassic Park is still a fair reference material because it is like, ooh, a sculpture. Ooh. Thank you, person.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
This person marked a sculpture, so I was thanking them in chat because I'm like, oh, that is very nice of you, person. The synthesis target? Ooh, synthesis target. Okay. Synthesis scanner. No.
I'm here for a life pod, yet I'm mining silver ore. Fuck off!
Boop. Oh yeah, also, fun fact, I don't think I got Mesa Prime on the last stream. It's been a really long time, which I'm very sorry for, and honestly, I've nothing to say in my defense other than please have mercy on me, because I just spent the last 4 days not being able to eat or sleep and been in horrible agony. It was entirely my own fault, and yes, I deserve to be punished for being lazy about getting, like, a vital medicine that makes me able to function like a human being. However, also, please have sympathy for the fact that I was, like, dying for 4 days. So, that is why I was gone, by the way. I am back, and, you know, I'm basically doing Warframe because my bad leg still hurts an immense amount. It hurts a lot less than it hurt the last 4 days. I actually managed to eat today. I was very happy. Yesterday, all I had to eat was a toast, and the day before, I had a little bit of the food from the event that it was actually so upsetting to me that because of my own incompetence, I missed out on more of probably the most luxurious feast that restaurant has ever had. I don't know if you're familiar with Chateaubriand, Garrick, but that is basically the best steak, the most expensive steak, and it's a very tiny piece per cow. And they had that, and they had freshly roasted leg of lamb, and really good potatoes au gratin, string beans that were, I forget the specifics, they had seafood lasagna. Basically, it was the greatest spread they've ever had, although it didn't have their short rib soup, rather, that I really love, but at the same time, it was... Oh yes, it also had lobster thermidor, that's correct. Yes, crab stuff, I know, Mother. My mother's chiming in with all the other stuff that I missed, which stings, by the way! My mother just comes in to tell me about the food I missed. It hurts so bad. But yeah. Again, it's my own fault that I wasn't more proactive about getting my medicine. I know I have the desserts. By the way, a basically rare case of them noticing that I was, like, very physically uncomfortable and dying and went home early. The chef actually prepared some desserts to go for me, which I have yet to eat, but I am planning on eating after the stream. At least one of them, anyway. But, so yeah, that's how my New Year's been so far. Although, I will say, World of Light in Super Smash Bros., please, just give me Samus, give me Pit, give me Meta Knight. Actually, give me fucking Bayonetta. I've never played as Bayonetta, and I heard she was really good in the previous Smash. Ooh, yes, Akjagara. Yeah! Fuck yeah, Sea King. But, yeah. So I'm back at it, hitting the striking while the iron's hot and doing Warframe, basically because my body is not. I do not have the mental fortitude to do Dark Souls tonight. Tomorrow is going to be Terraria Thursdays as scheduled, actually. Funny enough. One thing, I'm not 100% sure exactly how it's going to work because Jake is at a convention right now. And I think he can still access like the server to log in and set things up. And it's basically going to be me level grinding and farming materials, blah, 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 blah. But, yeah. So now I have one Akjagara relic. I need... Come on. But, yeah. So, basically, I've been playing a lot of Smash. Not a lot, because basically after dying heavily, I wasn't really playing any games. The only thing I was doing is basically I was catching up on a webcomic that webcomic is amazingly good. It is probably one of the best webcomics in existence. It is Dumbing of Age by David Willis. Is it David? I think it is David Willis. But it is an amazing webcomic about basically the trials of college as written by a 30-year-old man. I'm partially mocking him for that, but at the same time, I'm also like, dude, I get you. College was very rough on me. I basically, you know, had it probably a little bit more rough than most of his characters, although I will say one of his characters did, like, actually stab a guy and, like, break her father's jaw, and so she has a pretty rough life, too, but, you know, I had a mental breakdown and, like, spent 10 years rebuilding my body physically and mentally, so that was fun. But anyway, basically I had fallen behind on the webcomic after I kind of, like, freaked out when they had this bit where one of the characters' father came to their campus with a shotgun, and I was like, this is, like, making me feel physically uncomfortable, and I just never caught up on the webcomic until finally now. I will say, nobody got shot, but spoilers, kind of, but also it's spoilers for a webcomic that came out in, like, that specific episode, or that specific bit was back from, like, 2014, so that was basically when I stopped reading the webcomic. And that was something that I was doing for a long period of time. And I will say, that webcomic is really good, but holy shit, it is, like, actually, it is very rough on you when you're a very emotional person like myself. And, like, I will say, seeing that webcomic and how the story unfolds and everything did provide me at least a little bit of comfort in my hour of dying in pain and agony. Now, I did get my medicine today, and I've had one dosage so far, but, you know, one dosage does not mean, oh, everything's better, and instantly. It was at 8 o'clock this morning. That's just basically how determined I was to get it. Me, who is not a morning person, but also unable to sleep while without my medication because I'm just in so much physical writhing agony. Basically, I just had my medicine, and I'm feeling better. I feel stronger and a little bit more together, but, you know, I was not together enough for, I was not together enough to do, Dark Souls. Gosh, I was blanking on the name for some reason. Dark Souls, tonight. I really just could not do it. Where am I going? The green, oh, it's the thing where the green bug, the green arrow thing is bugged. They break that every now and then, and it's annoying, but it's like, whatever.
So, while me and Bloop were co-oping yesterday...
Were you guys doing Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3?
2.
Ah, okay.
Because Blooper's never finished Dark Souls 2.
I will get to it eventually. I might do 3 first, though, depending on what...
Well, you don't have the DLC for 3, so you can't.
True. Oh, man, that means that I don't have to fight Guts. And yes, I'm basically referring to that dude as Guts, because he is, like, the hardest man.
Yeah, but you can't truly beat the game without, killing Gale.
Yeah, I know. And I will say, Gale is, like... He seems to be, like, an incredibly tough fight, from my understanding of watching people fight him, and I'm just like, holy shit, I could never beat that guy.
I can.
Well,
I've learned all of his moves since I love that fighter. If you need help on Gale, I'm the guy.
Dude, I will say, I do want to buy the DLC at some point. In fact, actually, some of the DLC might still be on sale, so I might...
You should buy the... Actually, you know what? I can just pause the game right now and see if the season pass is, like, even on sale.
Yeah, I don't know, because the sale ends tomorrow, so I might do a little bit more shopping.
I thought it ended on the 11th.
I thought it ended... Hang on. Now you got me curious. I thought it ended the 3rd. What do you mean verifying login information, Steam? Ends January 3rd, 1 p.m. Pacific.
Rip. I thought it was the 11th. Oh, well.
Nah, that's fine. But yeah, it ends tomorrow. I will say...
the season pass is $12.49 USD.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, shit, it's because Scholar of the First Sin edition of Dark Souls 2 is everything, right?
Yes, it gives you the DLC for free.
Right, okay. So, but for 3, I do not own the DLC, and for 1, the DLC was built in with Prepare to Die edition, and I have the remaster, which is basically Prepare to Die plus. What was I doing? Oh, yes, Axie Relics. Okay. It's okay. I have 3 more, you know? I have 3 more, it's fine. It's not time to panic yet. Now, that said, it will soon be time to panic. Actually, you know what? I've been playing around with Mirage a bunch. You know what I'm gonna do?
Panic.
No. Although that is a possibility. Shit, I do not have a good gun for Mesa. I will give... Oh, no. And by gun, I mean sword. Now I have a sword for Mesa. Now, the next thing we do is Mesa Prime should be at the bottom. By the way, Baruch, Mesa. I also just realized it's probably... Yeah. So, my Mesa build, I'm just going to go to it real quick. It is actually a mess. It is real janky, and also, yes, I know my Mesa color scheme is bad, okay? I don't need to be reminded of this by Garrick every 3 seconds. And yes,
bad.
I know I don't have arcanes, and yes, I format her polarity to energy siphon, even though everyone uses pistol lamp. I know. Anyway,
Fuck, you're shitting me. I was putting this prawn drill arm away, and apparently the game decided to, like, oh, you just double-clicked it, and now I just drank my last bottle of water.
Oh, no, that... I hate when games, like, do stuff like that where it's accidental inputs fucking you over, and it's like, it's your own fault, but it still hurts.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is, actually, funny enough, I'm looking at this build, it's not as fucked up as I thought it was. In fact, it's actually correct. Fleeting expertise, streamlined, blind rage, transient fortitude, narrow-minded, intensify prime continuity. Yeah, the only thing that's really missing from this build is 1, pistol amp, yes, I know. 2, Mesa's Waltz, but I need a tomato for that, and I'm just gonna tell you right now, I ain't putting a tomato in Mesa when I got Mesa Prime. You know, forget about it. Although, that said, I do want to do this for future reference for me. Reference. I can spell.
Right
Okay.
okay, I can still pick up some stuff. I need a lot of stuff.
Anyway, so now what we do is I thought someone else said something. We need to equip Mesa Prime. Holy shit, that hat is amazing. Do you see this fucking hat? You've got Mesa Prime, right?
No.
Oh, sorry.
I only have 1 part. I'm missing 3 more. Looper is holding a part for me, but he hasn't gotten on in Warframe for a while.
What weapon was I going to use? I thought I was got. I thought I was got. Yep, that is a thing I just said. You know what? Zenith, old buddy, let's go. What is the other thing I should do? Popper, you make a very good point. I do like the popper.
I still need to do Solaris stuff, but I'm too invested right now to quit.
Okay. First things first.
Right, I can't.
I'm the
access
realist
that because I don't have the key right now.
Okay. That's. I can't make any more. Yeah, I don't. DE, give me the ability to buy more favorites. This is not enough. Do you know how many Warframes I have?
I have enough slots to get Mesa Prime and Burger.
No, no, no. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about slots. I'm talking about. I need extra favorited colors.
Uh,
Yeah, I like to be able to remember everything's favorited colors and everything. So yeah, of course, as you're seeing, I'm going to be using the sheave on Mesa because it feels appropriate for our lovely gunslinging. Holy shit, this outfit is so good. Although I will say the assless chaps is amazing. I saw pictures of people like posting pictures of Mesa's ass, but looking at it up close, well, not up close, but looking at it like it is a pretty funny design that they're just like, hey, let's stick her ass out. Okay. That said, she does look really freaking cool. Her hat is amazing looking. Now then.
that's the only problem I have with Mesa.
You don't like her hat?
No, the
Oh.
other part. I'd rather not say it, cause of how you
Called it assless chaps?
No, you said like whatever. I just don't like that part.
You don't like the butt.
Yes,
That's fair.
I find that it's just over sexualization because it's way too smooth
Actually.
and exposed.
I do think it's a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. How's this actually look?
Like over sexualization is becoming more common, and I don't like that one bit.
I mean, you've heard me whine about Mirage Prime sticking her ass out, right?
Yes, I know what you mean by that, because that's DE's choice to change her one's animation.
I know, it really still bothers me. Like, it shouldn't. No, I can't do the knee plates. Oh no, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Spurs.
Oh fuck! Oh god! Go away! Oh god! Oh, I'm leaving. This is way too dangerous.
You gonna be okay?
I just encountered the Ghost Leviathan.
Ah, that guy. Yeah.
It's actually my first encounter because I dodged him the entire time.
I have heard tales of said Leviathan, and from my understanding, he is like a force of hell. Oh no, I'm looking at the... Yeah, okay. Let's go...
His screech was so scary. I'm not kidding. It scared the hell out of me.
Okay. So we have a couple of problems here. What is the channel? Okay, that is that channel. That channel is actually fine.
Holy
That's
shit.
okay. Oh, hell yeah.
I've always avoided those because I'd rather not, get close to them, but this one decided to spot me in the brine.
So, ya gal, she done got gussied up. And yes, I know you hate that I always use the Pyro Prime, but I like it.
Doesn't look good with Mirage.
Well, this isn't Mirage, this is Mesa.
It doesn't even look good on Mesa.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm not even watching your stream, but I can tell it looks bad.
Wow, this guy. Let's see, we always rep Stormhaven on the right, and then we always, show off the... where is it? Ah, Stratos. I always put my Stratos emblem on, even though it's, like, very silly and doesn't mean shit, basically. But I like it. Let me see.
Alright, I'm gonna leave. I need to get back to base as I'm about to starve. Which, by the way, still no deaths on this run.
No, I know you were talking about that, and from my understanding, the main issue with dying in that game is that you drop all your shit.
Yeah, no, I'm playing a new game. This is
No. I know you're playing a new game. I'm just saying the main thing I understand with that is like it sucks because it's like, yeah, now you lose all your shit. Okay.
I've already run into dehydration and starvation.
Yeesh.
Starvation on the ship and dehydration because apparently I had no water bottles.
That seems bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Regulators appearance. Copy main. Holy
And now I've had
hell.
And I've now had every encounter with each Leviathan, now that a ghost Leviathan spotted me. Fuck, how am I gonna leave this cave?
The regulators prime look amazing, I have to say. Okay. I also need to... No. Whoops. No. Okay. I actually need to now mod Mesa. Let's see. Guardian.
Where is that crap squid? Last time it was...
Probably actually not a good idea to...
just disappeared. Do I hit it?
Grace. I really need to farm more Eidolons. I know I keep saying that and then we never do, but... Guardian? Yeah, Guardian. Okay, so... Auras.
Fuck you, Warper, for patrolling this area.
Wow, I don't actually have a ranked up pistol amp, funny enough. That shows how little I've used pistol amp. Which is to say, not at all. But everyone's like, yeah, it's great on Mesa. And you know what? That's fair.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
That's a crap squid.
Yes, I know. Let me see. Fleeting expertise, narrow-minded, intensified, prime... So, main thing I'm gonna want probably is... Actually, you know what? I want to try something. I've never done this before. Excuse me. But instead of going health, what if we did adaptation? You know? Thinking emoji? Let's go... Intensify. Oh, actions, potato. Yes. Okay, now we got more to work with. Okay, I had completely forgot to do that. Okay, everyone is saying fleeting expertise, which makes sense. And I think streamline, although I may change that on this build. Streamline. I'm looking at my old build and I'm actually like, wow, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I thought it was fucked. But it's actually like, okay. Narrow-minded, streamline, blind rage, transient for prime continuity. That's what I should probably do. Get primed continuity in there if I can. Actually, that's going to be the better choice for this. Be quiet, Fake Lotus. Primed continuity. Let's have some more of this cider. This cider that I got is like really nice. It is... it is almost like a wine, which is very interesting for a cider. Let's see. Can I fit on Blind Rage? Blind Rage. Actually, Blind Rage is more expensive. Yeah, Blind Rage. Okay. Okay, so we got Blind Rage. We got Intensify. We got Primed Continuity. So then we need Waltz, but that's gonna be its own issue. What else am I missing? To you too.
Great. Now in a fucking trench.
Narrow-minded. Actually, I can fit that in. Holy shit. Dog champ. The most champ of dog. This is also a really dumb build, by the way. I just realized, at this level, it's gonna get me killed. I'm gonna put on Vitality. Now that
you didn't have any health or shield mods on?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should put health on.
I was gonna pick adaptation, and then I saw my stats, and I was like, ooh, you know what? I think at rank 30, when this build is finished, it might be possible to make Mesa have no health, no shields, and only run adaptation. Because I know that, Optimal? Someone was recommending a build with no health, no shields, and no adaptation, and I was like, that takes some balls. And they're like, yeah, you know, it works. And I was like, it sounds like it doesn't, but I'll trust your judgment. Also, I don't know how much you can hear, Garrick, but Lacey is having quite a conundrum today.
I can hear her.
Yeah, and my mother has been like, you know, I'll deal with the dog, and I was like, okay.
Yes, yes, PDA. I'm fucking on it. I can see my Cyclops from here.
Uh, Where's barrel diffusion? Am I blind? Oh. Why's barrel diffusion over here? What? Whatever.
What's it sorted at? Like, what's the sorting?
Polarity?
Oh, I usually have it at rank.
That's
It's easier
probably
to
not
find stuff.
that's probably not a bad idea. But I sort by polarity, and then when I sort by, like sort individual polarities, you're actually probably right that I should probably put it as rank. But yeah, because I do actually sort by this a lot of the time. Now, as expected, this is probably going to look exactly the same for regulators as I would expect anyone's to. Really? Huh. This is, I think, Optimal's build, and I disagree. He goes Gunslinger over Primed Heated Charge, and I will say I do not agree with that. Sorry to say. That said, Corrosive over Primed Heated Charge might be better. Convulsion, Pathogen.
Is that lantern tree done? Because I need to fucking eat those fruit. Yes, they are. Munch.
Crunch. Actually, funny enough, I could probably put, crap, what is that thing's name? Frostbite? Do I have a... I've never ranked up a Frostbite?
Dude, what the hell?
I don't know.
Like behind.
No, I've got to have a ranked up Frostbite. Do I really not have a ranked up Frostbite? Am I that blind?
Possibly.
Okay, I do have a ranked... I've confused the shit out of myself. What?
Yeah, that's why I go for a ranked because
I
of
think
that.
I think the rank thing threw my brain off, and then my brain defaulted to stupid. Okay. So put on Frostbite, and then toss on an unranked... I do not have an unranked Jolt. That makes sense. I should have an unranked pistol... Oh, of course, I'm looking in the... Yep. Smart man.
Okay, so now
There
I
you
have a bunch of silver.
Bonk.
Neato.
Gravelord?
Just need to get this shit from you, so I need to make sure you go down into the water.
It's high noon.
Give me all that sulfur and nickel.
Now then, what is Claw doing on stuff? She has a respectable amount of health. Not very much shields as you... Actually, that is a good question. Claw, will you have more shields if I give you calculated redirection? You do. Okay, good to know. So Claw will have more shields. Not by a lot, but it'll help her.
This
Okay.
storage locker is just filled
Now,
with
in all
silver
of this
ore.
time that I've done Fashion Frame and been silly and blah, 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 I have one L3 Radiant. I have two more. We need Akjagara. I believe in a thing called loved. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. Actually, you know, though, I think I'm going to remove the Zenith. Just to get a little bit more affinity. Keeping the Sheev, though. Just going to tell you right now. Yes, I know it's inefficient, okay?
No, I'm saying why are you even using the Sheev?
Because I like giving every Warframe its own melee weapon.
It doesn't even look good on Mesa Prime.
It fits Mesa, though.
Ooh, this Mesa skin's pretty cool.
Like, she's a gunslinger. She pulls out like a boot knife. You don't think that makes sense at all?
That doesn't look like a boot knife.
Sheev is absolutely a freaking boot knife. It's like a Grenier boot knife. It's the only boot knife we've got. So I'm taking what I can get. And yes, Mesa Prime looks more sheriff than, you know, like... I was going to say Street Fighter, but no, that's not correct. She looks more like a sheriff than, like, say, like a survivalist gunslinger, but I think it still fits her. It's high noon. Popper. What's up? No. What's poppin'?
What's going on?
No, because the gun's name is Popper. My mom is having trouble.
Yeah, she's probably yelling at the dog, which doesn't help her.
She is yelling at the dog, that is correct.
Alright, time to make this prawn suit jump upgrade. Now that I don't have to wait fucking 120 plus days to build it.
Dude, the prawn suit is apparently really cool with, like, the grappling shit.
Yeah.
Did you do a bunch of grappling?
Oh, I had to.
The grappling looks really neat from me watching my friend Nick do it, but it is also, like, if I actually did that in my own game, I would probably, like, physically panic. Like, you've seen me play Terraria.
Yeah.
Terraria makes me freak out. Subnautica just would make me feel very uncomfortable physically. Just thinking about it is kind of making me a little nervous. Ugh. Subnautica is just one of the... Like, there are some games that I just would never be able to play on the premise of it disturbs me on a mental level of a very high tier. And Subnautica's up there. Soma is also... Like, Soma is actually straight out of one of my fucking nightmares. Like, people are all like, it's not all that scary, there's just monsters occasionally. It's like, it's not about the monsters, motherfucker. The monsters are not the scary part. The thinking about shit is the scary part. And I do way too much of that. Also, I think someone's using the lens.
Right, I can't build the thermal reactor.
No, really?
I do not have kyanite.
Oh, it must be the static ore.
1, 2, 3.
Weird.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lithium, 2 of them. Much ruby.
Ow! Freaking rude.
2 ruby.
What? Yep, dead.
3 nickel. Okay, I can build this suit depth module.
I mean, fair enough that I died. I do have, like, 90 shields.
Oh, I haven't even built the plasteel yet. Fuck me.
Okay, that was just unnecessary loss of health. I'm stupid. What? Where the... It's up? Where up? Oh, that up. That is extremely rude, game. Yeah, Durios tell you too. What did I think that Grenier just called me a booger. The pain.
Another job well executed.
There you go. Now you can go really deep. I'll take that out of context.
Yeah, Subnautica is a really cool game to watch other people play, but watching other people play it fills me with anxiety. Actually playing it myself is like I guess it's basically bleh. It is the same for me as Anne Orlando, where me physically playing Anne Orlando myself made me actually feel very ill. But I've watched other people play through Anne Orlando dozens of times, and I don't get that same level of anxiety. But going through it myself was actually, like, you know, pretty scary.
Polyaniline. I need hydrochloric acid. I have
Armored
deep
agility.
shrooms. And I have the gold. Okay. Then you're not gonna like Dark Souls 2's DLCs.
They're all
And
high
some
up?
And some levels of Dark Souls 2.
They're all high up, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're not gonna like DLCs 1 and 2 particularly.
Is one the one that sticks you on the weird frozen mountain?
That's the third DLC.
Okay.
Marine station here. Leave no one standing.
I've only ever... Someone is playing a Cyanoid Simulator. I recognize that sound. Ha ha! What?
Ban.
No. I love the Cyanoid Simulator. It is like my good pupper. It is my
Yeah,
loyal...
but it's bad right now because of the
Okay,
graphics.
I will say, the graphics thing, DE, get your shit together. But at the same time, that does not make the Simulator the villain. It makes DE the villain. What?
Simulator is bad because people don't want to put work into learning the gun.
Yo, Simulator is great. It's, like, both fun to use, and it rewards an intelligent playstyle of tactically detonating the balls. Like, it's good, but I mean, a lot of guns are good, and I use a lot of the guns that are good. For example, Tiburon Prime. I love the Tiburon Prime. The Zenith. I was actually just using the Zenith prior to being like, you know what? Popper's all I need. Popper's all you need. Popper's all you need.
I still want to make that kit gun, but
The catch, dude, the catch moon is real fun.
I'm still not rank 4 because it takes so fucking long. Like,
Dude, I know. I'm max rank, okay? You do not need to tell me how it sucks, because I am very...
Yeah, but thanks for making me not play Warframe right now, because I was actually about to get on to farm rep, and then you're like, dude, I'm max rank. I'm like,
No,
there it goes.
I'm sorry. I just meant that it sucks. And I recognize that it sucks, and I wish it sucked less. That said, I also spent a lot of my time... What the... Is this enemy behind a... Am I... Oh, that vent is breakable. I didn't see the vent was breakable. My eyesight is bothering me a little bit today. I don't know what's up with that. It's acting up a little.
My eyes are irritating me. It's because I haven't slept very well. And I've been staying up way too late, so...
Dude, I have not slept well since Friday night. And I don't even sleep that well to begin with, so... Yeah, I'm sorry that you haven't slept well either. Not sleeping well sucks, man. It makes you just feel
I would sleep
exhausted.
well if I took a shower. I should have taken one like 2 hours ago, but... The cold... It does not go well with water on you.
Yeah. I mean...
My mom already gave me a suggestion, since we have a heater, and I can just use that to heat up the bathroom while the shower is running.
That's actually not a bad idea.
And since my hair is a bit long and I don't want to cut it until like March, I should use a hairdryer because it's getting harder to make it dry.
For the record, I have long hair and I use a hairdryer. Although I do not have as long hair as I used to. I used to have really long hair. I actually, a friend of mine, I don't think she streams anymore, which, you know, I believe her studies came first, rightfully so, because she actually wants to do something with her life and not be a streamer like me. Which is very fair. But, yeah, she had really long hair, too, about the same time that I had really long hair. And then, basically, I had so many split ends and so many messed up things about my hair that I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna get, like, a trim and just, like, not cut it completely short, but try to keep it more well-maintained. And I would like to grow it out a little longer, maybe, but it is at a length that I like it, but I could totally be fine with more. A little bit more, though.
My hair doesn't cover my eyes because I have a cowlick, and I have to have it on one way. The weird thing is that this cowlick seems to be permanent, and even if I were to like shave it all the way to where it could like grow new, it still bends.
Huh. You could always try using like a flat iron. Not a flat iron. That's the other kind. You could use like a straight iron. Straightening iron? Dude, I don't fucking know. I go to a person that does my hair. She knows hair.
I was like, you want me to use one of those?
No, I said a flat iron, but that's not what I mean. What I mean is it's different than a curling iron, because there is a curling iron and then there is a straightening iron, and they are different, I believe. Game, take pity on me, please.
Come here, spinefish. I need you for my aquarium.
I will say some of the fish designs in Subnautica are really cool. I really like the one fish that you break up into water, like the bladder fish or whatever its name is.
Yeah.
It looks real cool. It's like puffy, and it's kind of like a weird jellyfish, but also not a jellyfish. I think it's a cool thing. I'm still... How are the regulators rank 11 and Mesa is not? I guess weapons take less rep or affinity? Whatever. Okay.
Alright, now I need to get eyes and Oculus.
You know what's gonna really suck? After I take a break from this to just go and... Oh, I only have one more relic. Come on, game. Have mercy. Have pity. Please, I'm begging you. The skin on my foot is all chafed. Keep brushing up against it. So sorry that I'm messing with my foot in the background. Just trying to, like, make it so that it's not itchy and hurting. Gross foot stuff. Okay.
I like how I solved my problem of being cold like a few days ago for just wearing different pants. And now I can't solve the problem of making my hands not cold. I don't have gloves on in my room right now.
Finding a way to keep your hands warm is always a challenge. Like,
yeah,
my hands...
I mentioned this to my mom, and she's like, just use fingerless gloves. I'm like,
that doesn't work.
I'm cold. That's not gonna work.
Exactly. I've gone through that same line of logic before and been like, it does not warm your hands up at all. So, like, fingerless gloves are good if you need to be able to grip something because you're, like, sweaty. And I will say, as a very sweaty person, as you can tell by the fact that I'm always wearing a sweatband, I do own fingerless gloves, not for warmth, but for the fact that sometimes I'm exercising and I'm like, I'm gonna fall off because I'm gonna get all gross and sweaty. Let's not do that and instead put on the fingerless gloves so that I can use the exercise equipment or lift weights and stuff.
My volume just got higher for some reason. Everything's a lot
the game?
louder. Yeah.
Huh. Or me too, or just the game?
You're as normal. The game
Okay.
just got a bit louder for some reason.
Maybe it's like dramatic swell or something.
It's probably just I'm in a cave.
Fair. Hello. What the? There is a dude in this room. That is extremely silly. I could not describe this room for you, but I'm sure you've seen it a million times.
What mission are you doing right now?
It's on Sedna, but it's the room where there's like catwalks over a big lava pit, and there's that one little like room you can get around to the side by parkouring. It's also got zip lines in it and stuff like that, but
yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those kinds of rooms, and a dude spawned in one of the little side rooms that are like little, like you have to do a little bit of parkour to actually get to. Which I like that those exist, but I also fucking hate when enemies spawn in them and you're doing an exterminate. By the way, this is an exterminate fissure, so having a grand old time. What?
Alright, fishies,
Pointers.
say hello to your new home.
Yo, I mean, you're not eating them, so that's a plus.
Have fun with your neighbors, the stalker, the gasopod, the sand shark, the crash fish.
Do the fish eat each other? I don't think they do, right?
Not in the alien containment. It's just that I have hostile fish in there that are surprisingly not hostile. They're just passive.
I didn't know you could catch the hostile fish.
You need to get their eggs and then incubate them in the alien containment.
Dude, that is cool.
That's where they hatch.
So you basically like raise little mini sharks.
Yeah.
Sick. Almost got my... What? Almost got my regulators. It's high noon.
Okay, I need to find ghost ray eggs. Those are easy to find in the mushroom forests. But it's nighttime, so I'm just gonna hit the sack.
Mission complete.
That's about what I expected. So, in case you're wondering, the game deigned to fuck me. I did not get a second Akjagara receiver, so I will be having to go to Zini, I guess. Ugh. I could also try the second strategy of just farming traces and worrying about that and trying to get, you know, luck into one, but it's not a viable strategy. I'm thinking. How many do I have? I have plenty of void traces, though. I do not have a lot of Axie relics. They are the rarest. And I believe L3 is not up anywhere. To my knowledge. Let me see. Marduk, huh? Sure. Yeah, Zini. Marduk actually doesn't look like a bad choice, to be honest, which is surprising. Sure. Guess I'll give it a try. Now I have to remember
That's funny. This sand shark was attacking my Seamoth, and because apparently they can't damage your Seamoth,
Really?
after a while it just hurt itself by attacking it. I have no actually I do have self-defense, but I didn't use it because I forgot about it.
Yeah, it
But,
looks like
yeah.
people actually do run Marduk. Guess it makes sense. It's apparently very fast for farming Axie relics.
The enemy are using a void key. Critical torsion beam device to force open the portal. Destroy.
I'm not gonna miss the life pot this time. There it is. Oh, you stupid fucking bone sharker. That did not even sound threatening at all. Damn! That dealt a lot of damage.
Ah, crap. Oh, sick. I can make my tomato, I think. No, that requires 2 Argon, doesn't it? Damn it. Excuse me? There we go. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna just have to revive. Why are these people that I'm in this squad with such assholes? They, like, left every single laser tripwire up. Who does that? Oh, this is gonna be the, links. Ooh, that's a very bad problem. Oh, yeah, I can do this to regain, health. Oh my gosh, I'm a dumb man. So, guess who has an operator that can full heal? Me.
Me.
I mean, maybe.
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, I have an operator that can full heal me in a couple of pops. Tenna-chan, she's gotten some chops. Mostly the chops of, what are those things called? I don't even remember their names. They're like the fish that people farm for rep because they're, like, worth 50 million points. But they're also a pain in the ass. They're Cetus fish, by the way.
Norgs?
No. They're higher tier. They're the last ones. It goes Norg and Kuthel. Glapid, yeah, that's it. Glapid. So yeah, they're made out of Glapid bits, and Glapids are a pain in the ass to farm. And I got both of the good arcanes that let you heal yourself when you swap to Tenno. So I can do that, restore my mace's HP, restore my mace's energy. And, shit's cricket. You'll have to forgive me. It's been a while since I played Warframe. But it feels like, you know when you have, like, a favorite shirt and you haven't put it on in, like, a really long time? That's what it feels like. That said, I actually am wearing a shirt that is one of my favorites right now. It is, from Kingdom of Loathing, a limited issue print of the Bone Star, which was like, when it came out, it was during a huge limited time event that was, like, a big deal, and, like, we were being attacked by an endless army of skeletons, and then we had, like a bunch of skeletons, and then more skeletons, and then a skeleton train, and then we had the freaking Bone Star. And when the Bone Star popped into existence, people were like, holy shit, that looks amazing. It is the coolest thing ever. Can you make that into a shirt? And they're like, I don't know. And they're like, please, we'll buy it. And then they're like, fine. But we're only going to do a single shipment of this ever, and we're never going to run it again. And people are like, okay. And I know Cam owns one too, I believe. And I think he got the black one, and I got the gray with black ink. And I will say, I love the Bone Star, and I think the Bone Star is actually... It's a very interesting take on how to do a world event, but a lot of Kingdom of Loathing's events are like that.
No, you do not want to be on this side of the portal when that key melts down.
Damn it! I got bombarded! Really? Where's my cat?
Torsion beam device are out of commission. The enemy will not be returning anytime soon. Tenno, there are still undiscovered supply caches in the area.
Fake Lotus, I don't give a shit about your undiscovered supply caches. I don't understand how these people just walk through here and don't, like, disable any of the laser tripwires. Also, holy shit, this mission took so long. It did not take as long as a round of Xeni to get to 4 waves. But, like, you ever do one of those missions where you're focusing on the objective and your team is off, you know, doing the void agility thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
When you turn on the light, that just spooked me. Not that light, though. Yeah.
There are 4 pizzas
Okay.
in the break. FYI.
I was, like, talking, and apparently my mic decided to, like, nope, you're not, no, I'm not connected anymore to Discord.
Mm.
So I was saying, I have the Markiplier, Noggle. It's actually probably one of the best decorations because if you click on it, it makes a noise.
I don't think I have it. Did you have to enter a promo code, or is it from something else?
Nope, you can actually scan it to one of the one of the life pod racks,
Oh,
and you can place
right.
it down.
I forgot, and then you replicate it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
whenever you click on it, there's a chance that it'll be a random scream, or
Okay.
it'll play his intro.
Yeah,
and
I
outro.
think I actually remembered hearing that. Neo S9. God damn it.
My favorite one is when he's like coughing. His voice is also high
Pixelated?
pitch.
Oh.
Yeah, it's high pitch, so it just makes it even funnier.
Yeah, I forgot that it was something you could actually acquire.
Yeah.
Because I know my friend Nick, when he went through the game, he found that and he was like, oh, that's silly. Okay. Please, game, give me a squad of Marduk that is not shit. Thank you. And also give me an S. No, not S. L3. That's what it is. Don't give me an S. Give me an Axie L3. Give me an A. Give me an A. But no, give me an Axie, though. Whoops.
Nah, bitch.
The enemy are using void key and a portable poison
Alright, I need to go get those bulbo trees. Yes. Build them. I can't even say bulbo.
Those are the ones that you can cut, right? And then have food? Or those the...
Yeah. I already have lantern trees in my hideout. I just need to get the bulbo trees because I have a bioreactor, and that bioreactor is running off acid mushrooms, which doesn't give a lot of power. But after looking up what the bulbo tree does, like, it gives out so much power that I'm like, okay.
Oh,
This
it
is-
actually... I thought it was food.
It is food, but the
Oh.
bioreactor uses anything that's organic.
Oh.
So you can use bulbo tree seeds as fuel.
Okay, that
And
makes
that gives
sense.
out like 750 fuel
one direction.
per seed.
Generators to reverse the
So yeah, I need to go get some seeds.
You found the first resource cache. I'm detecting two more faint hints.
I also need to go back down to the Lost River.
Oh, right, I can't.
And then go to the inactive lava zone for the kyanite.
It's high noon. And yes, I am going to probably make that joke a few more times.
Thank fuck beacons are a thing, because I will not be able to find these islands without beacons. Is the sun rising, or is that just... Okay, apparently the water is really bright here.
I forgot that you can stealth hack consoles as an operator. So it makes a little bit of an annoying noise, but it is so worth. So that you can't just get absolutely freaking mauled.
You know what, let's grab a Ming plant seed, since I can do that apparently. They're just more decoration thing. Actually, can I eat them? No, I can't. Okay.
Rip
That's fine.
and
I
tear.
wanna... You saw the picture of my current face, right?
Yeah, it actually looks pretty cool.
It's a lot bigger than before.
Yeah, I did see that.
So I'm just adding more decorations inside before I continue the game. Actually, how many days am I in? This is day 39.
Hey,
I'm
you're
still
doing
trying
well.
to keep the game as fast as I can.
Find it.
Ugh.
I'm assuming you've already, like, done a fair amount of looting.
Yeah.
This one.
I've already visited the Lost River, because that's where Ghost Leviathan is. That was... When was that?
You found a second cache. Readings indicate one.
That was day 37 and day 32. So
Quick.
that was like 2 days ago in the game.
You got the key. Now get back.
And now I'm thinking about going deeper because I need to get kyanite, which is in the lava areas,
Am I just blind?
possibly.
Yes. I gotta say, Mace's 3 is a lot better than I've always given it credit for. It is like a really good ability. Oh wow, this person's trying to get Bullet Dance apparently. I mean, good freaking luck, and well, you know, maybe we'll get it. But
You found all the caches. All objectives
all the objectives are complete.
now.
I find it weird that I have a naming scheme for my Subnautica games. Like
Oh, hello. Ah, hell.
in my first game, I named my Cyclops,
The enemy will
Pronsu, and
all objectives are complete.
Seamoth. Yeah, that's it.
Action now.
I named them with like Nahuatl names, like the Aztec language.
Ah, that's cool.
And this game is like
Oh, I didn't do it enough.
Japanese. Do I have titanium? Yeah. I
Fuck.
do. Basic or composite? Composite. I'm gonna place a Ming plant right here. Boop.
I mean, I appreciate them finding all the caches while I was busy doing the mission by myself. At the same time, really would have appreciated backup. And what the hell is with people not shooting the traps? Is this just a thing now?
I don't know.
Job well executed.
Ugh.
Okay, let's go to the mushroom forest. Because I need to get an egg of a ghost ray. It's surprising that a translucent animal, it can lay an egg.
Why wouldn't it?
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was impossible.
I mean, don't jellyfish make eggs?
I don't fucking know.
Fair.
Right, I never found Life Pod 4 because I haven't gone towards the Aurora for quite some time since I sealed it up.
Start up the portal gen.
Oh, that's the crashed ship, right?
Yeah. You can, since radiation, like, emits from it, you can, go to the drive room, which is where the radiation originates from, and patch it up. In, like, 3 or so days, the radiation will disappear, and you can just travel there without the radiation suit. It's still useful to keep the radiation suit around because nuclear reactors are a thing. And there's a chance that if you... There's a chance that... Well, I wouldn't know because I don't use a nuclear reactor. But apparently the PDA says if you don't handle rods properly, radiation will leak out. And you might die.
Yeah, I think
And
you
lose all
I
your
think you
shit.
can actually like have a crazy actually it might just be a game over if you don't fix the reactors in time or something like that.
Well, game over would be hardcore survival.
Well, I mean, I think like basically the ship goes critical and shit gets fucked and you die, I think. But I don't know.
Gained hits.
Where's that life pod? I actually need this life pod because it has something I need. It's not over here if it's near the end of the engine. There are solar eclipse. Yes. It's like a solar eclipse every other day. There it is.
Mesa actually uses up a lot of fucking energy, I have to say. You also really need to put duration on her. Like, I'm feeling like my duration isn't enough, but I'm also ranked 12, so my duration will get better.
Grab me some scraps of metal.
There's the device, but they've taken the void key.
As I need a lot of titanium. Because if I'm already gonna go down and grab Kyanite, I'm gonna have to create a new base.
Yeah, you're gonna have to fight the Titanite demon. Get you some demon Titanite.
This one is handful.
Get absolutely dunked on, Lynx.
Get dookie on, kiddo.
Now get back to the portal.
I actually found my copy of Dookie, yo! What? You don't
That's
think...
not what I said, but okay.
You said Dookie! So I was like, I actually found my copy of Dookie. I had misplaced it somewhere in my bedroom, and I actually found it the other day. What? Oh, I have to sabotage the device. Of course. Whoops.
On overdrive.
That was smart.
Get through the portal before it melts down.
Hey, an argon crystal. I think I now have enough to build my tomato. So hey, yo, Blooper, I know you're probably not watching, but big shout out to my good buddy Blooper for being like, yo, there's a tomato alert. And I was like, you know, I have a mesa that is in dire need of a tomato. I have a few more still, but it keeps me, you know, even on tomatoes.
There are still undiscovered supply caches in the area. You may want to look for them before leaving.
But yeah, this is how old I am that I actually have a physical CD copy of Dookie. Oh, hey, Blooper. Well, I was...
Oh shit.
I was saying then, like, thank you for telling me about that tomato when I was feeling like real shit last night. And I was like, I need a tomato. I have to try my best. Oh, the pain. And I was in a lot of pain last night. Oh, I'm looking so forward to tonight when I go to sleep. Ah, it's an Axie, but it's not the right one. Game, please, have mercy. Pity me, please.
Someone's excited to go to sleep.
I mean, to be fair, I haven't had a real night's sleep since Friday. But now I believe I can build that tomato. Oh, it only takes one. Sick. Oh, it takes 2 forma. That's what it is. Oh, shit, that's what I need to do. I completely forgot about going to Cetus and buying wisps. I need to do that. I had totally forgotten about that. That's actually a very important thing I need to be doing every single day, because otherwise I have to have you help me find wisps because I'm blind. And you're busy fighting Reaper Leviathans and making them your pets.
I'm actually building the locker right now.
The Hurt Locker is a good movie.
No. I need another locker because I have too much titanium now.
More money, more problems. Okay, redeem all. Because he offers gilding amps, but... Yeah, okay. And it also requires wisps, I believe. Cool standing. And I know this is wasteful, but it's also like, you know, I have the cores. But yeah, what are the... Oh yeah, Nourish and Elevate. Those require Sarin beetle shells that are from Glapids, and the Glapids are such a pain in the ass to get. I know that some people are like, wow, I have 50 million Glapids because I use them for standing, and I'm like, you know what? I respect that, but at the same time, I can't be that person. I'm the person that was like, I'm fishing 20 Glapids, and then that's it. Leave Cetus. The other thing I have to farm is repeller systems, but that's exchanging one hell for another. I'm hoping they'll patch it to make it less awful, but I also feel like they might not. So I'm like, ugh, pick your poison kind of thing. Well, let's go for another run of Marduk. That cider was really delicious.
Intruders are forcing open the substation's void portal. You are here to stop them. My intel suggests a rich enemy supply cache.
Probably just gonna wind up finishing the other drink I have and then just calling it on drinks for the night.
To shoulder the added risk.
Okay. Whoop.
The enemy are using a void key, a portable torsion beam device to force open the portal, destroy the key and the device.
Just posted a stupid ass video for some reason. This stupid tune is stuck in my head, so I had to fucking infect other people
Start up the portal
to suffer with me.
reverse the polarity.
I realize that once I start this hack, I will be alone. But you know what? I accept it. 'Cause I got this. I don't actually got this, but, you know, wouldn't it be sick if I did? Excuse me, Mesa? Thank you. That is the one weakness of, the Catch Moon, is it's a pain in the ass to break nullifier bubbles. But I think only the Gaze is, like, really good at breaking nullifier bubbles. Also, the kit guns are so much fun. I realize that the Zaws are fun too, but in my opinion, I like the kit guns more than the Zaws, even though I know everybody is like the opposite. Although I have been hearing that a lot of people are liking the kit guns. That said, apparently the new amps are also really cool. My main problem, they require the rare materials. I think in order to build them, you have to use multiple repeller systems, and the repeller systems are actually, like, the biggest pain in the ass to get. and I hate it. It's like my worst nightmare come to life. Horrible drop rates, and, you know, missions that are a little bit buggy.
Alright, time to take the prawn suit to go into the blood kelp trench. I almost said French. What the fuck is a French?
I would think it's like a prawn trench. Oh,
For some reason, whenever I think of its meaning, I think of Prussia.
yes, the
I
Prussian
said
Frenches.
French. Also France.
You've been playing too much EU4, my man.
I've been playing too much Subnautica.
Fair. Please be dead. You're not complying with my request to be dead.
I haven't played that France game in a while.
We need to go back and play more EU4 since our game is now defunct.
Obsolete.
Yeah.
Yeah, just have to find the right time.
Yeah. Also, I still do want to play more For Honor. I want to get, like, less terrible, because I'm, like, still absolute dog shit at that game.
Well, I can show you this badass execution I just got from my Shigoki.
Sick. Okay.
It's like,
Jump.
it's probably the only thing I can buy because apparently the event ends
Oh my
tomorrow.
crapping fuck.
Not tomorrow, next week. God damn it. I probably need to take a shower and get a good night's sleep.
That's like,
But, too invested.
hey, that's, you know, sometimes you gotta take care of your, like, personal hygiene. For the record, I showered last night while feeling like I was actually going to die. No, I know, Blooper. I overextend myself all the time. You know, I have minus power as fuck, is all I'm saying.
Alright, let's go jump into the trench. Whee!
I will say, one thing that makes Budweiser beer good, whiskey. That is the silliest thing. But I love that Budweiser has actually made a good beer, like a legit good beer. Like, this is not like a top shelf pay $10 for the beer. This is like, hey, this is a good, drinkable, refreshing beer.
Alright, I can't see shit down here.
What, Blooper, not a fan of beer?
I don't think you can drink it. I don't remember the reason, but I'm just gonna let him talk about it.
Alright. No, everybody's got their own preferences.
I'm not gonna speak for Blooper.
No, that isn't why I'm sighing and
I know.
okay. I need refuge. I need to actually do something other than run Marduk. I need a break.
Yes, I'm going to that biome with extensive fossilized trees. It's the Lost River.
I'm sorry, I'm very passionate about alcohol. I think that it is, like food, very good and fun and varied, and I always enjoy trying new foods, and I always enjoy trying new alcohols. And this beer was on sale. It is a Budweiser beer that is then aged in a cask from Jim Beam's whiskey. That is very fair, Blooper. And I don't mean to make it like, oh, you don't drink, you fuck you. No, I'm just saying, like, if people don't drink, that's their choice, and I'm perfectly fine with that. That said, I do choose to drink, and yes, sometimes I drink too much. But today I'm just kind of having a couple of drinks, being like, yeah, just chill out, relax, take it, rewind it back, etc.
I cannot go to the blood. Nope, wrong area. I can't go to the Lost River. I am actually low on food and water.
Oh, okay.
Fuck.
Yeah, you don't have
God
that.
damn it.
That is my understanding is like one of the true problems with Subnautica is that you're like, I have to prepare for my journey by preparing 50 million kilograms of fish and water.
I mean, fish will grow old if you cook them.
Well, I know.
They will just decay, I should say. Nope, it'll rot. That's the word. For cooked stuff, it's rot.
Up, stop.
I'm actually entering the Lost River. Fuck, I need to not enter the Lost River because I lost my way. Fuck you, Warper. Oh, that's an Impule.
I'm sorry, Blooper. I actually didn't know your job required you to not drink within a day. That is a very strange requirement, but, you know, I guess it makes sense.
Security guard.
No, I know. I'm just saying, I guess it makes sense. It's just, I'm not really understanding why it's like you can't drink, like, for a day, but, I mean, I'm sure there's a reason for it. I'm sure they've had incidents or something. Oi, Stalker, F off. Thank you. Oh boy, another copy of Blind Justice.
This
But,
would have
like,
been a lot easier if I brought my Cyclops sword.
I get that drinking is not a choice that everyone makes, though, and I'm sorry for bringing up my preferences in drinking. Although you did miss me talking about having a discussion with my mother earlier, where she kept being like, I don't know if this is actually Scotch, about something that was a whiskey made in Scotland. Which, by the way, is literally what the definition of all Scotch is. Scotch can be very different kinds of whiskey in taste and, you know, aging and construction and everything, but all whiskey made in Scotland is Scotch.
They have no technology. Yes, they do. They've modernized with England. Why do you think they're in the UK? Actually, never mind. The UK is an old agreement from quite a while ago. I can't say that.
That's fair. Being hungover is pretty shitty. Although, I will say, apparently, if you're, like, really a drunkard, you actually can get detox if you wind up not drinking often enough, which is something I actually didn't know about until, I was actually reading up on it after reading that webcomic I was talking about, because a couple of the characters are alcoholics, and I was like, I didn't know that you could actually wind up having, like, a detox sort of thing with, alcohol, and apparently, yes, if you drink too much alcohol, trying to get away from drinking alcohol will actually give you similar symptoms of a hangover, which is very surprising to me. But I guess it's just, I drink high amounts on occasion, but I don't, like, drink constantly and so much that it is, like, going to kill me. But I will try and cut back on the alcohol talk. I'm just, like, honestly, I'm just glad to be here again and being able to stream and talk with my friends and function, like, almost like a normal sort of person.
Alright, I'm out of the blood trench, so I can't go in there yet until I have a nice...
This is the problem with my eyes today, is they're just, like, let's just keep going.
Unless you can handle more of the enemy. Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery.
Can I grapple the reefbacks, sir? I can. Whee! That's actually pretty good for swinging.
Well, what I mean is, when I say detoxing, I'm like, if you're a problem drinker to the point where you're physically dependent on alcohol and you stop drinking for a period of time, it basically is something that gives you similar symptoms of a hangover. And that was actually like, wow, I didn't know that. And then I looked it up and I was like, holy shit, this is actually a thing. I drink, but I've never, I guess, had such a problem with alcohol that I have ever had a situation of drinking so much that I have to detox. And I'd never heard of it before. That said, can we just talk about how great Mesa's hat is? Or Mesa Prime's hat? Also, this person is just walking around with the default Mesa Prime. Come on, have some fun with it. Although I will say this person does have waltz.
Time to judge. Is it good coloring or bad coloring? Let's find out.
Mine or his? Or
Yours.
theirs? Mine? I think my coloring looks fine.
I can't tell because you're in. You're 4 right now.
It's high noon. And yes, my mace's energy color is yellow.
Alright, you get a pass.
Yay! I did a good! That said, I'm very jealous that this other mesa has waltz.
Oh shit, the power is almost gone. Yep, it's a good thing that I am actually switching to Bulbo trees.
Yeah, I remember my friend Nick, when he was playing Subnautica, he made a lot of those because they were like, wow, this is amazing and you can grow them anywhere. Although, I will say, Nick actually did something very strange for a Subnautica player. He made a land base.
That is kind of strange.
Yeah.
Did he build it on the floating island or the mountain island?
I think he kind of built it connected to the distant island where you first meet the giant death ray.
Sorry, the mountain island.
I guess?
Yeah, because that's where the QED is. QEP. Quarantine Enforcement Platform.
But, yeah.
QED is something else.
Quid Aero Demonstratum, which means, basically, it is what it is. Or it is obvious, or as it is declared and stuff. Quid Aerodem... I used to know actually how to say this. Because my ex, spoke Latin. So, she actually would occasionally say, instead of QED, she would actually just say the full thing. Because she wanted to be a smartass. So I used to actually know what it was, but I do not. And I know this is getting into Rise talking about his ex again, and I know. It's always a sad place for me. But, yeah, holy shit, getting these Axie relics is gonna be the worst. And I know I've been pivoting a lot to different various topics, but I'm like, I don't want to focus on too many shit things. But then I'm talking about the game, and then I'm like, a shit thing. Axie relic farming is such a pain in the ass.
I have no clue if having multiple moon pools is a good idea.
I don't know. I feel like it might be, since you might want to have, like, a prawn and, Seamoth. Yeah, Seamoth. I was trying to think of the name of the mini-sub.
The problem is, the area I built my habitat in is, like, pretty claustrophobic because there are rock formations around it.
I don't know.
So...
I know nothing about building in Seamoth. Subnautica! I don't know words, okay? I just say them. Oh, I didn't realize my cat was revived.
I need a lot of quartz for my aquarium building.
Reinforcements available.
Because it's going to be full of windows.
Continue fighting. Very impressive.
Actually, can I place reinforcement on this one structure?
Okay. Crunch. Ugh. Okay.
I cannot because, yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Oh, great. I should have done that in the first place. Ah!
Okay.
Oh well, I can place it in 2 locations.
Is there ooh, there's a rescue fissure. I'm gonna run a few of these and try to luck into someone else's relic. I know that's shitty practice, and it's like, ooh, scum strats. But, you know, in theory... It's possible.
My base is running off of solar power right now, because...
Could not join the game sessions. Wow! That's a weird one. Okay. Love you too, game.
Those bubble trees done. Need them. Like, right now. Nope, they're actually almost done, though, so that's nice.
Maybe they lost their hostage or something. Who knows? Also, by the way, I'm realizing that I'm a little scruffy. I will endeavor to shave myself a bit in the next couple of days. I basically only showered yesterday because I was like, I smell like death and pain. So, even though I wasn't feeling super good. Man, I still have the alligator jerky burp. I ate that thing like hours ago. What? Is there something wrong with my computer? No drop frames. Well, okay.
Yay, they're done. 1, 2, 3.
No? Okay.
4. Okay.
What the hell is going on? Why can I not connect to any Axie squads? Is the game on to me? Does it know my trick?
Oh, there we go. Power is being made. Ugh. Still have to make a power cell charger. You know what? I might as well just make that right now.
Yeah, I was talking with my mother about this earlier, and my mother has weird things that make her uncomfortable. Like, just mentioning an alligator freaks her out. So when I told her that I ate the alligator jerky that my father gave me for Christmas, she got upset that I was talking about alligators. And I was like, but first of all, it's dead. Second of all, it's food. Third of all, it was delicious. Like, it was a piece of jerky made from alligator and pork. And it was basically kind of like a pressed Slim Jim kind of jerky. Like, it was a little greasier than, like, regular jerky. But it was still very tasty. And the alligator gave it, like, some good chewiness. And it was, I will say, like, the only thing that was bad about it is that it basically contained enough smoke for an entire pack of cigarettes. They went a little bit too ham on the liquid smoke in that. Now, I will say it's very delicious. It's very good. I just wish it didn't make my burps taste and smell like smoke for the next day. Especially considering I decided to drink some carbonated beverages.
I need copper.
But I will say, it is a lot better than the last time I had alligator. But I will say, the dude that made the alligator was probably just a bad... Well, it was really, like, the worst situation for making a piece of meat that has to be cooked carefully. Because it was on a barbecue grill. This was at, a fair or some event we went to. And there was just this dude, he was, like, grilling corn on the cob and alligator. And I was like, hell yeah, give me the alligator sandwich. And I was like, this alligator sandwich is not very good. It's all gross and rubbery. Oops. Hostage is almost out of time, you say?
Copper is like the most hard mineral I can find, because there are no deposits for my prawn to mine around the surface for some reason. So I have to like go deep underground to find the deposits.
From my understanding, it's just one of those kind of weird things that, like, the resources are kind of gated in some sort of weird way.
Yeah. So I have to get sulfur from the Lost River, but I have to go into the brine, which hurts me to grab them.
Damn it.
Now, I was thinking, oh, if I jump in this with my prawn suit, I'm gonna get hurt regardless. I was thinking off of old knowledge. because I was watching Markiplier's playthrough, and he was playing the old versions of the game. But no, you're invulnerable to a Brian's damage in the prawn suit, so that.
Oh,
just,
I
think
must have
easier.
accidentally given the hostage my gun.
Good job. Number one rule: don't give that hostage your gun.
I don't know how I did it. I didn't even press E. Motherfucker just stole my gun. He was like, oh yeah, gun. Oh, the popper. It's like, no, the popper is mine. It is mine, and it will pop the fuck off. Yeah. This guy's name is Dr. Penis. Like
Right.
Paenus.
I remember that my lava base ran off of thermal plants, so I'm gonna
Oh
do that
yeah.
again.
My friend Nick did make a base with thermal power after everyone in chat was like, "Yeah, it's really good to do this," and he was like, "Okay," and he was
Yeah,
like,
it's-
"Wow, it's so powered constantly, and I don't have any problems with power." And they were like, "Yeah, this is what we were telling you," and he was like, "I know, chat, but I just kind of wanted to do my own thing,"
Yeah.
which is fair.
Let the man do his own thing.
I mean, you know, people were, like, sometimes a little frustrated with Nick's playthrough of Subnautica, but I think it was very interesting, and I like Nick's approach to a lot of stuff. But I've also known Nick for, like, 7 years now at this point. So, you know, I'm, like, one of the members of his community that's been around for a very long time. Was it 7? It might have been 6. Wait, no. Banal was posting on Twitter that it's been 6 years since the NLSS started, so it's been 6 years. It was actually one of the most liked comments I've made on Twitter in a while. Was Banal was saying, you know, wow, in 1 month I'll have been subscribed to NL for like 6 years, and then I said to him, "I'm sorry for your loss." It was cold as hell, but it was like, to be fair, $5 over that long a period of time is actually quite a sizable sum, but it's over years. And to be fair, like, I give NL shit on Twitter all the time, but it's in good fun, and I actually think he's a cool dude. Although I think that he has ridiculous standards about what it means to be an adult. Sometimes an adult gets to eat cereal for dinner and, you know, do things that are dumb.
This is a
That's the rules.
We need to find and liberate the hostage before any harm comes to them. There are void fissures in the area.
Whoops.
Use these to crack open a relic.
Ooh, hello.
You found a fissure. Look out for reactant.
Owie.
They're dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open the relic.
Hello.
Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected them. There's no telling what the captors are doing to our rescue target. You
They're
need to
locking
find
them in a
the
cell is what they're doing.
They spotted you.
Ah, the cold. Ooh. A star? Ah! I messed up. The darkest timeline where you have to climb out of the abyss. Oh my gosh. I can't parkour. I'm bad. Oh, it was an amber star. Worth. Hashtag worth. actually, speaking of stuff that is sort of related to Amber Stars, I still have not been doing arbitrations, and I really need to do that. Like, I have freaking adaptation, which makes doing arbitrations a hell of a lot easier. Ah, hell. Did we just get Stalker? That was the Stalker.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside. We're approaching the holding area. Careful. If the wolves detect you, they will surely initiate the execution sequence.
What? I guess... Were they Stalker's target and they died? I think they were Stalker's target and they died. Well, whatever.
It's done. Go.
Of course it's a fucking nullifier. Sometimes you just gotta run in the nullifier and shoot them in the face.
We've reached the prison. Find a prisoner in one of these cells.
Oh.
Hurry up. You are running out of time.
I knew you would come. Thank you.
Yeah, whatever.
Subject found. You need to bring the captive to safety. Protect at all costs.
Yeah, protect him at all costs, which is code for leg it.
Got a weapon for me?
No, you have no weapons, ever. Excuse me? Excuse me? What? I am confused. The arrow is over there? What? I appear to be lost.
Doors are locked. Break in.
Oh. Oh. There is no console to hack. I appear to be lost again. What am I doing? Where the hell is a console? This waypoint shit is screwing me up so bad. Ah! Fuck it. Ooh, Akvasto Link, yeah. Taking that. Is that person using the Ankyros? Is that what that said? Ah, Astilla. And Ankyros. Okay. Still a little weird, but okay. Never really seen anyone holding out for the Ankyros. Because that was a rank 30 Ankyros, which means they're actually using it. Then again, here I am using the fucking sheaves, so, you know, fuck me, I guess. Let's see. I know, right? Ooh, excuse me. More alligator burps. I hate it. I want to get the Axie L3s. L3, yeah. I want to get the Axie L3s. I don't have any, and I need them, and Marduk is supposed to be the fastest way to get them. The problem is I keep finding squads that are not efficient, because they're like, hey, I'm going to find all the caches. Hey, I'm going to leave all these lasers. Ugh. Cool. We're doing this again, huh? Happy fucking New Year. Please just give me a mission. Also give me an L3. An Axie L3. I'm being specific. I don't know if there's a Neo L3, but if there is, I don't want it. I would like an Axie L3.
Open this location's void portal. You are here to stop them. My intel suggests there are rifts in the supply.
Yeah, my intel suggests shut up.
But I am unable to pinpoint
How about that?
location. If you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
Nope, don't care. Oops, went the wrong way.
The enemy are using a void key and a portable torsion beam device to force open the portal, destroy the key and the device.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Nope. And we're in the room finally.
The portal only allows travel in one direction. Start up the portal generators to reverse the polarity.
My warframe is strong.
I'll see what you said in a sec, Blooper. Well, I'm not using adaptation at the moment, but I am considering it for this build. Really? You're gonna be like that, huh? Would you consider? No, you wouldn't consider? Ooh, an argon crystal. Cool. 50%? 50%? Yeah. I've been thinking about Triumbral, to be honest, but I don't actually have a Triumbral Mesa build because I lost the tabs I was keeping. That said, I do know I could probably look it up, and also, I don't think Triumbral is a good idea for Mesa. I think that Mesa doesn't need the armor. I think, like, not taking Umbral Fiber also gives her more capacity to be able to use other stuff.
There's the torsion beam device. Taken the void key.
But, you know, your mileage may vary, Blooper. That's all I'm saying. And also, Triumbral's really expensive to build. I don't think I have the endo for it, because I still haven't ranked up the mods to max. I might consider it, but I'm probably just going to go dual Umbral for Mesa if I do it at all. I might just hold off on finishing my Mesa build for now and just work on the regulators.
Target acquired.
Just because I don't have the Umbral mods at max yet.
Key.
It's high noon, bitches.
You got the key. Now back to the portal.
Can, no? Thank that. Okay. Bep. I didn't remember it being this far. Oh, I didn't have the key? I thought I had the key. Well, whatevs.
Go through the portal now. It's about to collapse.
Yeah, yeah.
Objective complete. The key and torsion beam device are out of commission. Enemy will not be returned.
And no, I know what triumbral does mean, but what I'm saying is, like, I don't actually think that Axie A5, that is not a L3, but it is an Axie. I will take it. My regulators are max rank. I think what I'm going to do is form my regulators, take a quick break to go to the restroom, and then I'm probably going to just run another Axie relic because I'm like, I'm in despair mode where I'm like, I want to not have to farm the Axie relics over and over and over. But, you know, that's, I think, where this is going to go.
If I may say, operator, your chosen warframe.
Pretty much my reaction, too. Let's see. Beep, 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 beep. Actions, polarize.
Okay. Let's see. So I am full on. I'm actually gonna grab 2 tree blocks. 'Cause I have no idea how long I'm gonna be down there. Surprise its power at 81. I need to charge it.
And I will say, Blooper, I think, okay, I posted my build actually in Ditto for my original Mesa, and that is like the reference point, is I'm probably going to do something similar, but it's not going to be exactly the same, because I actually am considering running Triumbral. Main problem with running Triumbral is that, as you could probably see, I have Umbral Intensify, Vitality, and Fiber all at 5 still, which means I'd have to level them all up, which takes like 4